Namaste, beautiful warrior of love. Today we're going to be focusing on how to protect yourself as an empath from other people's energies and from the collectives and from electromagnetics and all that good stuff. So that's today's focus. You're going to leave this video with an activation that helps protect your energy field, your emotional being, all parts of your being, so you're not taking on other people's stuff. We're going to talk about the best ways to protect yourself. And we're also going to be talking about some crystals that are really helpful with protection. Stay tuned.
We are rising up. We are rising up. We are rising up.
All right, beautiful folks. My name is Tariq Bliss Bibi, and I help spiritual women and men thrive doing what they love. If you missed our retreat, it's available till the end of this Sunday at midnight. And we did 5 days of helping spiritual women and men, healers and spiritual practitioners, take where they are now on their life purpose, with their finances, with their relationships, and take it to its infinite next levels. We did 300 life purpose affirmations. I didn't count, but that was the intention. We did a whole bunch of love affirmations that we downloaded. We had sound bowl healing, womb healing. We had high-level activations to step into the goddess and to protect ourselves and clear other people's energies, and so much more. So feel free to check out the replays. Links are below. And this week's video is about protection for empaths. So the best ways to protect yourself as an empath. First of all, if you're not sure what an empath is, someone who feels other people's emotions and energies very strongly. Sometimes we don't even know how to differentiate and distinguish what's ours and what's theirs. Number one is just identifying that. Identify if you're more sensitive than others. A lot of people say empaths are way too sensitive, but the truth is we all started off super empathic, and then we found ways to desensitize ourselves. So if that means being too much in the head, if that means disconnecting from our body, which one of our guests, my beloved Michelle, was talking about, being more in the body through movement. We did that in the retreat. Check that out. If you have a hard time being in your body, a lot of us want to check out from our bodies because it's overwhelming, it's too much, we're taking on too much. So it wasn't designed for that. There's a way to have healthy boundaries where other people feel stuff and you don't take it on. You're aware that they're feeling it, but it's not in your field. You're not sweating and getting hot and drained and exhausted and irritated by someone else's energies. So step one, identify that you're sensitive. We're all sensitive. Some people are desensitized. We want to be in that healthy balance where we're still feeling empathy is a gift if we use it to our advantage, and then also but not taking it on. That's the unhealthy side of an empath. First question to ask is, what is mine? What is theirs? Right? A lot of times we'll feel something and we're not even asking, is this even mine? So unconsciously, sometimes we take it on. I remember taking on a shoulder pain with one of the ladies I used to work with at a youth shelter. And that was the first time I verbalized and checked in with the person next to me, instead of just going, okay, suddenly my shoulder's hurting for no apparent reason, and that must be mine. So it was my first time of exercising that, using that throat chakra to be like, hey, do you have something going on in your shoulders? Because in my mind, I was like, it made no sense. Out of nowhere, nothing caused it. So what ends up happening is when two people are together, the empath starts to feel the other person's energies just by, if they think about you, you think about them, you can feel it. Just by hugging someone, we can feel it. Talking to someone, thinking about someone, looking at someone's picture, we can take on information. We have high emotional intelligence. And so step one is just to ask, hey, is this mine? Or is this that other person? If they're there, you can ask them. And what I did when I asked her, she's like, yeah, I just came back from the doctor yesterday, and they've been telling me, shoulder pain, this, and that. So how is it a gift? Is as soon as I realized it was hers, I just kind of energetically went, okay, that's hers. Like Tart, pulled back into your body. You felt it, and now bring yourself back. Whatever, you might have if I accidentally took it on. Sometimes we feel like we're taking it on, and sometimes it's just we feel it so strongly it feels like it's in our body. So we've just like merged ourselves instead of just like I'm aware and I'm back in my body. So okay, it's theirs, it's not mine. Give back anything you might have taken on, and then bring yourself back into your body and use the power of the gift of an empath. Like it's a superpower. It's like you're a superhero as an empath because you're able to pinpoint someone's biggest, like what their body's screaming for help with. You're like, hey, something going on there. That is a superpower. And then she was like, yes. And then I was like, back then I didn't know how to, honor my gifts enough to ask, hey, want some help? We can book in a session. I would just right away go, there wasn't the thought of like, do I not continue? So I was like, want some help with that? She's like, yeah. I was like, well, let's just breathe into it. We did an infinity healing. She's like, oh my God, the pain's gone. So I don't recommend doing that every single time you feel something from someone. It's just not sustainable. It's not honoring of your gifts unless you are feeling guided to just have that, just give away your healings that way, which some people do. Check in with your guidance if you're feeling guided to do that. And then that's how you turn it from a curse to a gift, right? Check in. And then that could, if you have a healing practice, or you want to create a new stream of income, which is what we teach our empaths, how to hit 6 figures in record time. It starts by saying, hey, I have a gift in feeling people's energies and I can hold space for them to clear it. She was going to go through the doctor system, and maybe that meant operation, maybe that meant medication, which is really suppressing, as opposed to just give us a few minutes as empaths. We can hold space for you, breathe into it, let go of the trauma stored there, and it's cleared. So the more empaths and healers step up and say, this is that we can create that to be the new norm. So it does require us to step up. So, and then just getting into that habit. One of my psychic friends, shouts to Donna Marie, taught me this beautiful strategy of breathing in the love and light and exhaling out whatever doesn't serve me down to the ground, breathing in that love and light. Let it wash over you, send down whatever's not for your highest good. Literally just doing that as an hourly thing. Another healer mentor taught me about connecting to the light every hour. Connecting to the light, bringing more light into my body, not leaving my body and going higher realms, bringing those higher dimensions, vibrations into my body every single hour. That's what prayer is. I remember talking to a friend of mine, because that's what I grew up following. And I was like, why does God want us to pray to him 5 times a day? She was like, it's not for him, it's for you. And then it clicked in my mind, because then I was able to bridge my spiritual mindset with there had to be a deeper reason to do that, right? Because I just had a negative kind of mindset towards religion, that it's all just dogma for no purpose. And just to hear that really bridge those 2 worlds of Islam and my spiritual practices now, and from that perspective, I was able to have that open mind and go, you know what? Like, I do my morning practices in my new spiritual way, but I don't do it 5 times. So in fact, I was able to learn back from what I grew up doing and go, wow, 5 times is actually, and I'll take that gift. Like, hey, 5 times is better than where I'm at now, doing it once and then forgetting about it throughout the day. But aspiring to bringing that as an hourly connecting to the light every moment that I have, use that opportunity to connect to the light, because the mindset of I need to protect myself, sometimes the shadow part of that is you're in survival, and it's like me against the world energy, and it's lower vibration, because then you'll create a reality where you're not safe and you need to protect. If you're doing it from that unhealthy place, there's a healthy version of that. So there's one mindset that says when you're fully, when you're bringing in so much energy from the higher realms and you're so filled in your heart and expansion, you are impenetrable. So protection, let's change how we look at it and start looking at it as when we're powerfully consciously connecting and we're powerfully filling our energy field, expanding our energy field, the less than love stuff just dissipates, as opposed to, okay, put a thing around me, and that might work for you too. Other things you can do, I remember one of my soul sisters shared putting like honey with essential oils or crystal. Sometimes you can get these crystal, almost like granule of a crystal, like almost sand, and then just choose the protection oils and protection crystals. So protection oils that I use, and I also put them in a bottle and spray myself whenever I feel like my aura's picked up someone else's energies. Something about the water element too. As a fire sign, the water element kind of balances. If you're too watery, maybe lighting up some sage, Palo Santo, copal, cedar, so many things you can burn, incense, um, uh, frankincense, myrrh, those are beautiful things you can burn. Oil-wise as well, you can order in Palo Santo oil, sage oil, and this is the burning sage, not the sage that you eat with food. I think it's called white sage, and there's types of it. But sage, frankincense, Palo Santo are great protection oils. Just with your intention, let's not forget we are, witches and wizards. We are powerful beings. We are powerful co-creators. We can wish, intend it, invoke it, pray for it. So clear our energy fields. Physically going into the ocean, a salt bath is really powerful. Put some magnesium there, some oils. Just a spiritual shower. Sometimes I'll go into the shower a few times during the day if I'm connecting with so many people, and I just spiritually just imagine myself cleansing myself. There are audios and videos you can watch online, just 5-minute meditations, ground on earth. Grounding on earth, just I love lying down on the grass or on the sand or on the earth and just letting gravity take down anything I might have picked up. This is a really good practice too, just kind of going through your chakras and just imagining your hands as swords and just cutting any and all cords that are unhealthy. It's just thinking with someone. If you feel like you leave a conversation with someone, you hug them or you just talk to them and you continue, and you're still kind of feeling what they're feeling and thinking about them, sometimes it's an invitation to cut unhealthy cords so that you can be fully present, grounded in the moment, in your body. Okay, and then just whatever's theirs goes back to them. So we do this on our calls. We go 1, 2, 3, send whatever you might have picked up from others back to them. And then bring back what is yours. Anchor it into your body. All right, next we're going to talk about some crystals. So crystals that really help with protection. I'm wearing one of them right now, and it is a shungite crystal. And shungite is a powerful protection crystal. Helps with so many things. They say that shungite actually, it's 99% carbon, found in a place called Shunga in Russia, and it has a unique composition. Contains fullerenes, I don't know how to pronounce that, 3D spherical molecules made of 60 carbon atoms, if you want to get nerdy with me here. And that these molecules are hollow and sometimes called buckyballs. The origin of shungite is a mystery, which I love. The stone is thought to be at least 2 billion years old. This is before organic life existed on the planet, so it's got this like out of planet Earth, outer space. Some theories are a large meteorite collided into Earth and deposited shungite into the ground, so it's something that came from outside, and its properties are powerful and magical. Shungite formed due to microorganisms in the nearby water is another theory. But regardless of all of that, it helps kill viruses and bacteria. So you can actually put it in a water thermos, in your water pitcher, and let it bless the water. So a lot of people use it that way. So it is actually a water purifier, can remove radioactive compounds from water. It has antioxidant properties. This is all based on research. It reduces inflammation, physical ailments, helps with allergies, sore throats, asthma, arthritis, kidney problems, liver problems, gallbladder, chronic fatigue, right? And it shields you from electromagnetic fields. So another thing just to be mindful of is your electromagnetics, your computer. So what I have here at the back, you can kind of see it. That's a shungite magnet. a really dirty one, but it's still a shungite magnet. So you can buy these shungite magnets. They attach to your electronic devices, and it clears 99% of the electromagnetic frequencies. And then you can also buy these stickers. If you just Google EMF removal stickers, you can find the ones that remove the radioactivity. I have it on my phone, laptop. The modem would be a good place to put it as well. If we've got a Bluetooth speaker, headphones, try not to put it on your body. I actually get headaches when I use it on my head. So I definitely want to get the wires as much as I can, lessen these things, because be mindful of your smart meter. We're going to do a video later about the smart meter, or just go to YouTube and type in how to protect yourself from the smart meter attached to your home. It's actually microwaving your brain. And in fact, we're going to interview the lady who makes these amazing crystals, and Veronica. But for now, I want to send you guys to her. So I'm actually wearing her bracelet. I feel very protected, very shielded with this bracelet. I actually set a lot of intentions. When I get something, I always go, Source, God, Universe, clear anything that's not for my highest good in this jewelry, and infuse into it the best intentions for me, for protection, shielding, if that's the crystal's intention, that I'm not picking up other people's stuff in an unhealthy way and keeping it. I'm alchemizing. I'm shielded and protected spiritually, emotionally, on all levels, from electromagnetics, smart meter, 5D, 5G, all that kind of stuff. Not 5D, 5G. I am connected to 5D and beyond. But maybe we'll get her on the From 5D to Infinity, my podcast, and she can talk more about her experiences with these EMFs, and we can talk about her jewelry. So for now, her links are below, and you can also check her out on Instagram if you type in I Sola. So I love, all one word, and then the letter ISOLA, Isola, and you can check out her beautiful jewelry, and there should be a link tree there where you can actually order in some of her shungite. She's got shungite chokers, bracelets, all sorts of awesome stuff. Okay, so that is today's healing video. So would you like an infinity healing to activate within your being whatever is needed in order for you to have protection on the best level, so that you're able to be in your body, not negatively affected by anything around you? Would you like that? So allowing this energetic transmission and download and activation come in, let it activate that expansion, connection to earth, releasing what's not ours, bringing our body into its power, healthy boundaries, cutting cords, whatever is needed, and letting that just come back to this video and let it strengthen your boundaries, grounding to earth, expanding, receiving more from Source, God, Universe. Let it expand inside of our being. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's also receive the energy transmissions from the shungite, because you can connect to energies and beings as well to receive their benefits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. I love you guys. Appreciate you. Go to tarkbb.com, check out the replays below, check out Veronica's shungite. And if you want to sponsor one of our videos, just send me one of your products. Let me see the benefits of it myself, and then I can give you a shout out on a future video or a podcast. Love you guys. Big hugs.
You're right.